Good morning, everybody. Um, after since last Friday and my voice going down the hill, I'm actually keeping somewhat of a Oh, I had just walked my dogs outside. I will say, my husband's getting snow up in Athens, and when you go outside and you look, you can actually see the snow clouds coming this way. We're on the mountains, but my husband's on higher elevation mountains, so he's already got snow going on, and up to 1 to 2 inches is what he's supposed to get. And here we're supposed to get a light coating, and then we get a big chance of it come Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But you can actually see behind my house at the outskirt, you can see the snow clouds. Right now, he's warmer than me, and he's getting the snow a few minutes ago, and I'll actually tell you, hold on. It is 26 degrees outside right here, and that wind chill is making it feel 22. It's mighty cold outside. So, and as soon as I hit the cold from coming in from the warmth, going outside to walk my dogs, I immediately got a headache. I guess it's one of those from coming to heat to cold back into heat. So, other than that, I'm still working with my voice. It's not where I want it, but at least I could speak. My better half is coming home tonight. Yay. But he goes back to work in the morning, so that means I got to get up at 3 to get him off Saturday morning to work. Big downer, because I hate getting up at 3 o'clock. That's usually when I go to bed. But last night I passed out around 7:30, and woke up at 6 this morning. So you're going to have to ignore me because I'm eating breakfast, which is a banana. I can keep them down. But this conversation is going to be about neurological Lyme, whoever is dealing with it, because there's many people that doesn't, and no two Lyme patients are alike. I feel flush, overheated right now. It's from cold to heat and heat to cold. But not everybody deals with neurological Lyme the same. Some only have the brain fog, and some have nothing. Some just, go in and out of bouts of spurts. But when I do this, this is my perception on my neurological Lyme. Because like I said, no two Lyme patients or Lymies are the same. And this is going to be a very personal discussion about how it affects me. Mine started off with migraines. Always have had migraines since. Now that I know I've had Rocky Mountain spotted fever since I was a teenager. And I guess I had Lyme too, because if I follow my symptoms, I did. And I have had migraines since I was 21, 22, and they started progressing. Mine started off with that, and then a little bit of memory loss here and there, where I couldn't remember my past unless I saw pictures or somebody was talking about it, but I could only remember flashes of it, but I could never remember it all. But I can remember certain things of my past, like it happened yesterday, but I will not remember what I post on this video unless I rewatch it after I upload it. I won't remember it, and even though I rewatch it, I still won't remember it. So now my short-term memory is pretty much, I have no short-term memory whatsoever. But, excuse me, been sucking on ginger and honey, ginger tea, turmeric, lemon oil, lemon and honey, just to get my voice somewhat better. So I don't want to talk too much or too strong about it. But it went from short-term memories to it started affecting me mentally. What? Go sit down. Talking to Hades, my pet. No, you can't have my banana. I'll eat it first. But it started affecting me mentally, where out of no reason I started getting. I didn't know it was depression, but I started getting highs and lows, and I do know I have obvious. Everybody I've ever met, even my own husband, my mother, and everybody says I've got a split personality, where one minute I'm a good, happy-go-lucky, and then the next minute I'm the devil incarnate. And I hate to say that, but I'd get those ups and downs of happy, sad, wish I was dead, try to fulfill the wish I was dead thing. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, I've tried killing myself when I was a teenager, and I've tried twice this past year and a half, 2 years. And then, I got really bad the day before Thanksgiving. I didn't do anything harmful. I had a support group to help me there. But it is getting where it's to the point of when I get angry or so depressed, and it's the split. It's where it's me and then it's not me, and the bad me thinks horrible, where I can think the most horriblest things to do to people out of no reason. And then I started hearing voices, and I've been battling hearing voices since I was a teenager. Good voices, bad voices, and I've had to learn to shut them out. And that in itself is a complete job without getting paid, because the voices sometimes just sound like a relief when they're good voices, and some of them are so sadistic and so evil of things to tell you what to do, and you do. My mind fights that. I have bouts of where I cry forever, all day, for no reason. Now my mind has got to the point, and my husband has noticed it, friends have noticed it, or family members, where, especially my husband sees it a lot when he's home or before he started his new job, where I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to, and he has noticed where I am talking while I'm doing laundry, doing dishes, making the bed, cleaning the house, doing anything. I'm carrying on a conversation with someone, and I don't know who it is. I don't realize I'm talking to somebody, if there is somebody there I'm talking to. And my husband, the last time recently, he just, when I finally obviously shut up and sat down, he's like, "Are you done?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You've carried on a conversation for 2 hours to somebody, and I don't know who you're talking to." So that has gotten to the point where that scares me, because I don't know who I'm talking to. But I also have noticed, well, I haven't noticed, he's noticed, family has noticed. So this is things I'm being told, that like if I'm doing laundry, I'm doing a step by step. Well, I've got to take these clothes, and I'm going to do it exactly like I've been told I'm doing it. Well, I got to take the darks and I got to put them in the washer. Now I got to put a cup of this in and a cup of that in. Okay, I got to shut the lid. I got to turn it on to what? Is it small, medium, or large? Okay, turn it on. Now I'm going to go put them in the dryer. Now I'm going to set them on this. Now I'm going to take them out and I'm going to fold them, color coded. And I'm talking like this and I don't realize it. And my family and my husband has noticed it. And that's scary, or dishes. Well, I need to do this dish last. Let me wash this one. Oh, I need to get it really clean. Let me get out the sponge and do it this way. I am talking myself through everything I do, and I'm not realizing it. The only time I just realized I did it was Monday. I went and saw my mama, and I noticed this because I mentioned it to her, and I caught my good side, my old brain. That's how I'm going to do it. Thing one and thing two. I was carrying on a conversation about something. I swear I do not know what I was talking about. But obviously I was talking for quite a while, because the trip was an hour and a half to get to my mother's. And I caught myself, or my good side of my brain caught what I was doing. And I remember going, "All right, Shelly Lynn, shut up." Because I was catching myself. I'm talking to someone in the car as we're going to my mother's, and I don't know what we were I was discussing, and I told myself, Shelly Lynn is my nickname, by the way, and I told myself to shut up. And then I remember slipping right back into it and talking again to this whoever it is, whether I'm talking to talking to myself, or I'm talking to someone in the car, or whatever I'm doing. That's what I was doing, and I couldn't stop myself from sliding back into talking to this whoever, me, myself, an entity, a presence, a person no one sees plus me. I do that. Um, I became very shut down, and like and under even if it comes to where my coffee is not made correct, my brain shuts down and I get into this mode of such anger where I literally can just pour gasoline on my house and burn it up. And like right now, I'm fighting the urge recently because they still haven't come and got my husband's car that they're supposed to get because it was their malfunction and failure to let us know something was wrong with it. And it's still sitting here for over a month now. And every time I see the car, I have to stop myself because I want to go out there with a ball bat or rocks or something and beat it. And I mean, literally destroy this brand new car of my husband's. And I have to fight every attempt not to do it. And that's something I don't understand that I do. So when I go outside and I walk my pups, a dog and a pup, I can't look to one side of the house so I don't see it, and that urge doesn't take over because it does. It really does, and that's scary to me that sometimes I can't prevent what I'm going to do. It's melting in my finger, so I'm sorry. But like right now, I used to be a person who could not stand procrastination. I did not like procrastination, and now became what I cannot stand. And I no, you just came from outside. And now now I procrastinate about everything. Like right now, I know my house is painted white, but my husband's is picking up the paint to do the two-tone because this is just a base coat because it was a peach color through the whole house. My husband's picked up the top and the bottom coats for us, and I need to get things off the wall and I need to do the painting, but I keep procrastinating, or I get sick, or I feel horrible and I just can't get into it. Like right now, just the common having a discussion, and this does it a lot, and I just don't let anyone know. It's like it's frying my brain back here. It's not a migraine, but it's right back here. And it's like short fusing out, or it's like when you have a severe migraine that throbs and is in pain, and that's what it's doing, but it's not a headache, and it works its way around where then it makes it more harder to even have a conversation. And I keep that to myself even when I Skype to people, or because it's just I know parts of my brain have shut down, and now the stupid Lyme part of my brain's working, and then I've got to be careful what comes out my mouth. And that's another thing, why I shut myself off, because I can't. I used to be able to think before I speak, and now I just speak before I think, and I don't realize I'm being honest. Or what I wouldn't say things so it wouldn't hurt people's feelings of telling the truth to them, because the truth will set you free. But sometimes they don't want. Sometimes I used to be a person that I'm not going to hurt their feelings and tell them the truth, so I'm going to just little white lie over it. But now I can't, and it's just it blurts out so easy, and I deal with the repercussions of it. Just like simple sentences and phrases I can say all day, but when it comes to having a deep conversation, I can't see. It takes longer to figure out how I'm gonna get it out, and that's when I start repeating words, or repeating the whole thing all over again and not realize I'm doing it until I rewatch the video. But no, no. So, but it's made where having friends is really hard. Having a normal conversation isn't easy because I spend my days obviously talking to someone and talking myself through everything I do, and I don't realize it. And that's become normal, and it gets to the point where it's so severe. It's saddening and it's sickening that you have become so mentally shut down. Well, not to people, but your brain is shut down so bad that you can't have that normal life that you used to have. And right down to cooking. I mean, like I've said before, I mean, I remember how to cook, but when it comes to doing it, I couldn't remember how to even properly do it, so I have to write it down to do that. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, the depression's okay right now. I guess it just hits on certain days, but when it comes to my neurological Lyme, it just causes so many issues where just walking out the door and forgetting what you went out there for, or walking into the bathroom and forgetting that you had know that you had to pee, or take a shower, or make a bed, something, anything. And you become so shut down, and your brain shuts down so much where you become suicidal, and you become shut in and recluse, and you put yourself in that little box where you feel safe because you can't hurt nobody and nobody can hurt you. And I mean, it mentally destroys a person. And I don't know. It's hard to explain my neurological Lyme fully because I mean, I get to the point where I can't think, I can't speak, I can't remember how to function bodily because it takes over. And then some days I have my mind, well, I don't have my full mind back. I have parts of my mind back and I can remember things and I don't do stupid, and then half through the day I'm doing stupid again. So I mean, it's a constant battle of my brain versus Lyme brain. And I didn't, like, right now I don't realize my voice is shaking until just now. But yeah, we've got snow coming in. It is severely cold outside, and it's going to get colder. So officially winter is here. I'm looking forward to my better half coming home tonight. I've not seen him since last Sunday. So, excuse me. So, I mean, let's see. I'm trying to remember what I'm discussing, and I can't remember because I can't explain the neurological Lyme for me. To me, it's like my computer with hundreds of tabs open, and each tab is being shut off. And as each tab shuts off, imagine that as your brain sensories. However, different, whatever it is that works your brain. And as each tab is being shut off, so is my brain, that part of the brain. And the more tabs that get shut off, the more disconnected I become with myself, like an out-of-body experience where I'm here, but I'm not here. It's weird. I can't explain it. I really can't explain it properly. But like I said, there's no two Lyme patients the same, so maybe I'll be able to figure it out later. My brain right now is not working now. And I know it because I can feel it behind my eyes, and it's like straining to keep concentrated. And that's another thing. I have no concentration anymore. I'm like a little kid with ADHD because I cannot stay focused on one thing. And if I look over or see anything, it's like a little kid in a candy store, and it's like, and then I forget what I'm doing, and I'm trying to keep my mind on one subject without skipping somewhere else, and that's an issue, because now it's like a little kid that everything's exciting and new, and I've had it for years, but I look over and go, "Oh, I'm a kid in the candy store, and I've got to stay focused, and that's something I can't do anymore. I have no attention span whatsoever. None. None. I do. Sometimes I feel like a little 5-year old. My brain feels like a little kid because I don't remember an adult brain because it just it has shut down. And it's like sometimes I go back to acting like a little kid and I don't realize it, and I'm 41 and acting like a 5-year old. So that's not fun. But may you guys have a warm day. Hopefully it's warmer where you are versus where I'm at. God bless, and look for the silver lining, because if you don't, no one else will. Bye, guys.